guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So I'm going to make this tray that I got in my Resin Molds Express Resin Molds. I can't remember which way they say their name. And all I'm going to do is mix in some of this Eye Candy Okinawa Blue, because this looks kind of like a water ripple on one half to me. And then I'm going to take one of the stickers that was in the box after I demold this, put this on there, and seal it in. And that's all I'm going to do with it. If you guys use eye candy products, resiners, Let's Resin, Into Resin, and a few others, there are some discount codes in the description. And be sure to like and share this video. Subscribe to my channel if you like it. Let's see if this will be enough blue. I want it to kind of look like water, and then we're going to put the saying on it. This is such a pretty color. It looks like water to me, right? Close enough. This mica powder. I did mix up 12 ounces of resin. I've got 6 in this cup, and then I've got 6 in the debubbler. This one I didn't put in the debubbler because this is a flat mold, and I'll be able to pop the bubbles as they arise to the top. As long as none of them stick to the bottom, then I'm good. Okay. And then with the other 6 ounces, what I'm going to do, I think that's mixed. Alright. I'm going to make another axolotl nightlight, but this time I'm going to make it green. So I've picked out a green pigment dye. I don't know who makes this, but I thought I'd make it that color. That way I can make it transparent. I'm using the Chrome Powder Baltic Day 30 color, and I painted his little fins here and down his back with the silver. And it's just the plain silver. Alright, let's move that out of our way. And then we'll put our light down in there and have something to hold it down. Where is my torch? Now guys, this torch is more like a lighter. So it doesn't really get too hot to burn the molds. I've had it really close to the edge. I still try to be careful when I get near the edge, but it's done pretty good. I wouldn't use a big one because then, yeah, I'd burn my molds. Okay. I think this is good. It really needs in the debubbler, but I've got that other resin in there. Let me check it and see if it's about done. It's got a few minutes. So I'm going to let that sit. Get the other out of the debubbler. Clean this mold up a little bit because it looks like it's got some stuff down in it. And we'll be back when we're ready to pour. Okay guys, so I've got the blue in the debubbler. Let's mix up this green and get this axolotl done. Still got a couple of bubbles on the top. I think it's just because this is a cheaper resin. Alright, I've already shaken this up pretty good. Now, I don't want him, have I never used this? I don't want him too dark because I do want to be able to see my light through it. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what 6 drops will do of this green. Wow, that's hardly any color at all. We need him to be a little darker than that. And look at all those bubbles I just got in there after I got this out of the debubbler. Okay, that color I don't think is going to get very dark. Let's keep trying. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19. Let's try 20 drops and see what that's going to do for us. Trying to make sure that my resin's not going to bubble over. I've already had that to happen once. And it's getting pretty tall there. I thought 6 ounces in a 32 ounce cup. But I'm going to tell you, it's going back down. Yeah, there we go. Now let's add some sparkle to him. Lindasresinroom Expressions Stardust, since it's beside of me. I don't want too much. I do want him to sparkle. Okay. My grandbabies loved the blue one that I made them. They love everything I make, though. They come up, Granny, can we have this? Can we have that? And of course, I'm a sucker. They're going to get whatever they want, if I'm able. I love those boys so much. Zoe, she won't have too much to do with me, but she is a level 3 autism, so she doesn't speak. She has learned to say a couple of words. She's 4 years old. Okay, I think that is really pretty. See if any of that color will come off that stick. Or is it there to stay? I think it's there to stay, as long as I'm not streaky. Okay, there's that. Let me put this color back up. Okay, I'm going to let that, I don't want bubbles down in this piece. Alright, let's see if we can fill him up. Hopefully we don't end up with bubbles. I'm about tempted to, think I'm going to just go ahead and put it back into the bubbler. So I'll see you guys when we're ready to pour. Okay guys, so I put the blue, or I got the blue out, and I put the green in. So we're just going to pour this around and let it go down in all those little ripply looking areas. I hope this is enough to fill this up. I was just guessing when I said 6 ounces. Oh, I think it's going to be. Let's let that, isn't that pretty? The way that poured. Well guys, that's full. I can't put any more in there. What do we have left? 2 ounces? Alright, let's see. I'm going to move that out of the way. Do y'all see these bubbles up on my silicone mat? Let me explain what that was caused from. I'm just going to pop some bubbles. When I did the flowers, the silicone that some of those were made out of reacted with this silicone. And that's what causes that. Kind of crazy, right? I've had it happen multiple times. That's why I know that's what caused that. Alright. I'm looking for my turtle tray that I love so much and use all the time. Ooh, I about dropped the Baltic powder. Where did I put it? Oh no. Oh, let's move that. Well, I have lost it. I don't know where I put the mold. Alright guys, I'm going to put this on hold so I can try to find it. I found him. He was right in front of my nose. He was laying on my tablet. Okay, just want to fill up all these on his back. I thought it said there was 2 ounces in here. So I know this mold takes about 2.5. Just going to dump all that I can out of this cup. My green is ready for the axolotl. And if we have any left from him, we're going to finish filling this up and let them mix. The green and the blue. That drip off. Okay, let me turn that cup upside down. Maybe. Oh, I'm having a time. Guys, I'm having a time. Today is not my day. I'm telling you, somebody's got a voodoo doll of me somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I haven't seen it. Hope y'all guys know I'm joking. I don't want anybody to take me serious. Okay. Release this pressure, and I got resin on my finger. On my gloves. Yeah, that's why you keep a baby wipe out. Always need one. Okay. Here we go. Now, take the torch to the top of that, because there's always a couple little stragglers that stay on the top that don't really pop. Alright. Now, let's just slowly pour this in, because I don't want to create bubbles. I'm going to have to squeeze those little fins. Can't remember how much he holds. Okay. Let's go squeezing some fins before we squeeze the tail. Just in case. Now let's turn him around. Last time I did this, I ended up with a bubble on one of his gills. I was so disappointed. You know, my grandbabies didn't notice, of course, but I knew it was missing. I need a dotting tool. I have everything but a dotting tool near me. There's a bubble back there that I want to pluck away, because if I don't, it's going to suck right back down in there. And I don't want them back down in there. I want to get rid of those. Okay. I think we're good on that one. I'm not left-handed, and it's very difficult to. I see a bubble coming out of there. I can't get him. Very difficult to do stuff with your non-dominant hand. Okay. But I'm going to have to. This is probably the side that had the bubble the last time because of that. Okay. I can see a big bubble too. Okay, guys. I hope that's good. Get all that off there. Alright. I'm going to move him up here and see if we can finish filling him up. Gotta get his little toes and things, so. Okay, let's let that spread. I'm going to see if there's any bubbles around it. Make sure that the resin has went all the way up in all of his little toes. It has. Yeah, I think he's full. For some reason, bubbles like to attach to the face. Even though I put that in the debubbler, I can still see some bubbles. Make sure I don't have any in his tail. Okay. I think we're good. Alright, now what's left of this, we are just going to pour around and let it mix. And is that going to be full? Yeah, I think that's pretty full. Now on this mold, I do go around to the edges because there are some places on the edge of this that it just seems like sometimes it doesn't want to attach. Maybe it's just bubbles that's getting around through there. And if you'll go around with your dotting tool, it will get those. I love this mold. It's one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites, don't I? I can't help it. I like them all. Okay. Let's see. Wonder if I've got a little turtle. I have some little turtle molds that are just so cute. See if I can find it. Well, you might be able to find it because I want to. Well, I can't find the one I'm looking for, but I did find this one. And I don't know if I have enough resin to fill him up, but if not, we'll just fill him up as we go with other projects. I think I'm going to be able to. He didn't really hold a whole lot. And if I scrape this, yeah, and I still got a little tiny bit left. I think I've got a little too full. I'm going to have to clean him up because I'm going to have overage just because of me filling him up too much. Okay, I think he's good. Get a couple of bubbles there. Nope, I still need to get a little bit more. He's still overflowing here in the back end. I'm going to turn him this way, and I think he'll be okay. Alright guys, is there bubbles down in there? I don't think so. Alright, we'll let this stuff... Oh no, you know what I forgot to do? Oh, I bet you guys was screaming at me. I gotta take some of this out. I forgot to put the light in. Oh no. Okay, I think that's going to be plenty, and then we should be able to put a little bit more back in there. Alright, now when I do this light, I gotta have something to sit on top of it. That's going to be pretty heavy. What did I set? I set a bottle of some sort the last time, I think. The sides usually holds it in place. Maybe I'm going to have to take out quite a bit more. Okay. Let's see if we can take out some more. I forgot about the light. Wasn't thinking. Just more worried about filling him up and getting it in his gills and not having him to overflow. I just forgot. Okay. Let's see if that's enough. And I just set this light, or this bottle, right down on top of that. Usually it'll hold it in place. Maybe if I move it. Okay. I didn't understand why it won't stay. Last time it stayed so well. Whew. Okay. I didn't pop up. Let me find something else. What else is heavier that will sit on top of that? Are one of these bigger? I don't know if it's too big or not. It's just not wanting to work. Okay, I'm going to let it float a little bit, I think, or tape it down. I wonder if I could tape it. Do you think tape will hold it in place? I don't want it to stick up too much. Okay. Now, let's see if I can... Nope. Not going to work. It's going to dump over on me. I'm just going to leave it there. Maybe if I set stuff here to hold it in place, the tape. I've got too much stuff in my way. Okay. Now let's see. That side's good. It's just getting this side without bending that leg. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, guys. I don't even remember how I did it the last time. I'll come back later and get something and push it on down if I have to. Well, maybe I put it in later. That's not working. Alright guys, I'm going to try to figure this out, and I will see you guys back when it's time to demold. Alright guys, these have cured. Man, if I did not have a time with this thing, oh my goodness. I ended up having to set sticks on it and a jar on it, and when I had to take them off, it was still sticky and resin was stringing everywhere. But he's in there, and the light still works. There's our little turtle. He's cute. A little sea turtle accidentally dumped this over. So you can see I've got a little spillage there, which I think is going to pick right off. Woohoo! He is really cute. Wonder if I can trim off this under his chin. I might take a gold pin and go down his back a little bit. Okay. Gosh, this is going to be... I've spilt this and everything. His toes really could use a little bit more. I think he's going to be okay like that. I'm too afraid that I'll get it on top of here, because I did get some on there. I turned it over accidentally. So, yeah, I had a time. Now let's see if we can just get him out. Without breaking everything off, right? Oh, that part's... Oh, that's his... Yeah, we got to get his tail out. I forgot that he had the gills. Tail out first. It's a good thing they make some of these molds really stretchy. You would never get this stuff demolded. Okay. I'm not sure how to get this out without breaking it. Loosen around his head first, maybe. You can see pieces of resin just popping off everywhere when I do this, where I've... Oh, I had resin everywhere. He gave me troubles. And he is still giving me trouble. And if that head's not hard to get out of there, I'm probably just not doing it right. Throwing pieces everywhere. I didn't break off a toe, did I? No, we're still intact. Alright, last side. Oh, and I got all of his gills in place. Paint him up a little face. They actually all came out. He looks cute. He was some hard work. Can you all see the light changing colors? I'll have to do a video in the dark and get him changing colors. Whew. Alright, now this is going to be plain as right now. This was the mold in our box. Here we go. Got the little raised edge here. And then we're going to put our sticker on here. I hope these aren't stickers that's going to bubble up in resin, because now it came in the resin box. So I would think it would be made just for this. I hope. And then I'll put, I don't want to fill it up too much. I'll seal that in with a little resin. So I've got to mix some resin up and we'll be back shortly. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so I got 2 ounces of resin mixed up that I'm going to pour on this. Get my little spreader tool. Okay, I don't think I'm going to need all this, but just in case, I wanted to make sure I had enough. Because I don't want to fill the whole thing up. I don't want to lose my ridges of the mountain, water areas, whatever you want to call it. This probably ain't going to look very good, but I got to seal that sticker somehow. I'm going to take a lot of that back out. I probably shouldn't have put all that in there. Because all I want it to do is seal that sticker. I don't want you to be able to see a lot of resin just floating around down in there, you know. Probably didn't need hardly any of this. Just trying to spread it out so you don't see all that clumped up down in there. I'm just trying to spread this here. I just need a very, very thin layer in there. Almost. Okay, let's leave that alone and see how that does. I think I can see some in the mountains. I want to kind of spread it out. I'm just giving the whole thing a little light coating is all I'm doing. Okay. There we go. And I still have 2 ounces. All right, guys. I'm going to let that do whatever it's wanting to do, just so it's got that sticker sealed in. All right. I'm going to do a time lapse as I paint these up, and I will post a picture after it's done. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you for the next video since I won't see you after the time lapse. I'll see you guys. Bye.